Okay, so welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone has had a good week.
Jimmy thinks I'm a punk now because I got a haircut.
Punk.
No, it's just that it's you said it's a door. It's a door that they let you walk out of.
Looking like crap.
That's not even a punk haircut, so I don't know what's going on here. You look like a square, Josh. A square.
Well, now my feelings are hurt. I'm gonna go weep openly into a bucket of fried chicken.
Yeah, you do that in your suit and tie at a desk, you square.
I see that Emily has leapt forward a decade from in Ohio.
That probably tracks, yeah. Actually, it might be 2 decades, not sure.
Tonight we are without our commanding officer. So Moral is sick with something. We've joked about many things between PMS, chlamydia, the clap, gonorrhea persiflades, whatever. She's just not going to be in the center chair this for this week at least. Maybe not this adventure. I don't know.
It's just the most deadly of all Klingon diseases. Triple flu. Good night, everyone. I'm here all week.
Okay, so the Tempest has begun its journey into the Sabine Expanse. It is now 3 days later from your glorious mission to Outpost Psi. You successfully set up the quarantine buoys and have now moved on to the first solar system that you are going to be charting. Over the past 3 days, what has everybody been doing? And Josh, were you serious about what you wanted to do?
I mean, I'm mostly serious about what I wanted to do. I wasn't serious when I wrote it, but then as we talked about it, I'm like, no, this makes a lot of sense. Let's do this.
Okay.
However, just a brief distraction. It was Outpost Psi, as in psychic.
Yeah,
I just
PSI.
got that.
Yep. It's why I had to change the adventure name, because it was Psi Shift, and I really wanted to avoid the whole, oh, this is a mental thing. So I went with a much more vague mind over matter.
So, a question before I do the thing that I was thinking of doing.
Uh-huh.
DM, is there going to be any potential consequences to my actions in this regard?
Duh.
You might
Other than Darby ineffectually trying to get back at me.
You might get a talking to by Commander Onovarin, but that's about it.
Why would I try and get back at you?
This is going on, and Jimmy, we're doing this.
Okay, so
now I'm curious.
Actually,
what are we doing?
I know what we can do to explain Frank's disappearance. Frank took one of the shuttles with the 2 survivors to meet up with another ship as you continued the adventure.
We could always say his character's pregnant.
No. That would be up to Frank.
Jimmy has decided. Let's just let Jimmy say what he was doing. So what's the captain doing with the 2 survivors of the shuttle?
Just taking them to rendezvous with another ship. So the captain will be gone for X amount of time.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, Commander Onovarin has taken the center seat. So, three days later, I'll start with Nar. What have you been doing? Besides avoiding Dathan in the infirmary.
Well, going over that data, of course. But then, of course, and then, whatever the normal operating procedures are, colds, sprains, births, even. I don't know. taking medical stock, all that.
Yeah, I don't think that before the mission started, anybody that was pregnant would have been transferred off, because you guys are going to be gone for a few months.
Fair enough. But this will cover, the sniffles, the sneezes, sprains, and whatnot.
Right. Okay. So, Hartley, over the past few days, you have noticed that your hair, not just the hair on your head, but all of your hair, has started to take on a purple tinge.
What do you mean by purple tinge? Like it's dyed slightly light purple or pink or dark pink?
No, it seems like over the past few days it has gotten brighter and brighter purple. And it is all your hair.
So I'm going to go see the doctor.
Okay, so Nar, Hartley comes in.
Huh?
And apparently she has decided to do something brave with her hair.
Can I help you?
You could say it's quite daring.
Yes. You see a slightly annoyed look on Hartley's face as she points to her hair.
Yes, it's very nice. Is that all?
She looks at you and says, "I did not do this. Can you find out what's causing this?"
I suppose that might be cause for concern. All right, well then I guess I'll give her a checkup.
Okay, so you're scanning. Uh, Go ahead and give me a reason in medicine. I just need one success. Or difficulty of one. I'm sorry. I need to stop switching up what terminology I use.
Um, set two in task roll, one complication.
Yeah, one complication to task roll.
Okay, and would I have a focus here?
I'll say yes.
Okie dokie. You said reason medicine, right?
Yes. Okay, so apparently Hartley has been using uh, a biological compound on her hair to change to alter its color. It's not necessarily a dye because it doesn't have the same chemical properties, but it's a natural hair dye.
Have you come into contact with anything unusual recently, or maybe have you changed your diet or the particular products you use when washing your?
No, I haven't changed anything, and I haven't come in contact with any chemical compound that I know of.
Well, you're coming in contact with some form of biological compound because I mean it's not dangerous. You're not going to suddenly keel over or anything, but coming into contact with it somehow.
Um, at this point, Lister comes in, and uh, before seeing Hartley, she goes, um, Dr. Nar, I need something for a headache because Ensign Hudson or Crewman Hudson is going. I'm going to kill her if I don't get something for it.
Um, sure, why don't you?
And when she rounds the corner, she looks at Hartley and she goes, "Oh my goodness."
Wait, did Lister actually laugh?
Yeah. What did you do to your hair?
I didn't do anything. I woke up and it was like this. Is there anything I can do to change it back?
I'm not a doctor.
If you can find whatever you've come in contact with and stop coming in contact with, your hair should go back to normal on its own.
Okay, Jimmy, I'm gonna go down memory lane.
Okay.
I'm going to think of everything. I'm going to try and think of everything that I could have come in contact with that I wouldn't normally do, which isn't much. Maybe something during security drills or something. I'm gonna go down memory lane and see what could have, see what I may have, what would make sense to me to ask the doctor if this would do it.
Give me an insight command roll with difficulty of 1.
I hate you for doing this, Jim.
Okay, so nothing. You have come into contact with absolutely nothing that would. Well, wait. The only thing that you have come into contact with that is outside of the norm is the puke that landed on your shoe.
So I look at the doctor and I say, well, the only thing that's come into contact with me outside of my normal routine is when Shay puked on my shoe went on our last mission.
I doubt that was it, but
Is there a way you can run tests to see what kind of compound or what type of thing could be causing?
sure, I could take some samples and run some more uh, detailed, some more detailed tests if you like. In my spare time, since you are in no medical danger.
Since I can't go to the bridge with purple with this color hair color, if I shave my head, will it grow back the same color?
Yeah, it's currently affecting the pigmentation of your hair. It's it is all of it. It's not just a simple dye compound. Like I said, I can take some samples and do some more detailed tests and maybe tell you exactly what the compound is. But like, you are in no medical danger. There's absolutely no reason you cannot continue to do.
Okay, I'm going to go shave my head. I'm going to go shave.
Ensign, sir, you may want to speak with Lieutenant Che about this. He is the chief science officer, so maybe Nar, or maybe Dr. Nar can handle one side of it, but I'm sure that with both departments working together, especially well after our party, there might be an answer, and you may not have to shave your head.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, that was suspicious as fuck.
In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can find a hat.
So you leave?
I leave to go contact I leave to go find the science department. On my way there, I do fabricate a hat. One that wait, are there hats? Wait, hats aren't. Quick question, Jamie. Am I on or off?
Have you? Right now, you are off duty.
Okay, I am going to go find a type of hat that would be suitable.
Okay. At that point, after a new round of laughter from Lister, once you leave, Che, your comm badge goes off.
Hang on, give me a moment to get composure. This is Lieutenant Che.
Che, this is Lister. I'm currently in sickbay because Hudson was annoying me. I thought I would let you know that Ensign Hartley is on her way to speak with you. There's a distressing matter that is affecting her right now. I think you'll like it.
A small, wan smile comes across Che's lips. Oh, I will prepare myself for a pleasant surprise. And he slips into his office and sits down in his chair.
She does say, "Can you do me a favor first, Che?"
Of course.
There was an experiment I was working on that's sitting on my console. Could you please dispose of it before Ensign Hartley arrives?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
And I slip into Lister's lab and incinerate the experiment.
Lister out. So, doctor, can I please get the headache medication?
Are you sure you need it now?
I still have a headache, but man, did that help.
Well, let me give you a quick checkup just to make sure you're not coming down with something. But yeah, I'm sure we can arrange for something to help you with the tension.
Thank you, doctor. Okay, so down in the science lab.
So, Che, I walk in with a hat on.
Che is standing at the by the desk, or the lab table, denoted for the botany section.
The look on her face isn't that she's angry or pissed. It's more, what the fuck? Slightly annoyed, but what the hell is going on? Look.
He is disposing of washing out the contents of a beaker down the sink. Some form of clear fluid. Wearing gloves at the time. He has not turned to look at you yet.
Wait, are you, quick question out of character, are you a rank higher than me, or are we the same rank? Lieutenant Che, can I ask a favor of you?
At this, Che slowly turns. And his eyes widen. And he breaks. It's just like he has to hold his chest. He's laughing so hard.
Oh, you. As you're laughing, I take off the hat that I'm wearing.
Oh my. Lister warned me, but oh my. think I just went gay.
She is looking at you. Her expression hasn't really changed because she's expecting people to laugh at her. Not that it's making her mood better, but she says, "How many samples do you need to find out what is causing this?"
Oh, probably not too much as far as samples. A simple lock of body hair should do. I mean, I noticed that it's everywhere.
Yes, it is everywhere.
However, did this happen?
I asked the doctor what could have caused it, and she said a compound. But the only compound that I've come in contact with outside of my normal routine is when you puked on my shoe.
Well, I will assure you that Cation stomach acid does not tend to turn your hair purple.
I'm no expert on xenotology, but I have to agree with you on that.
At this point, Ensign Hargrove walks in. He says hello to you both. You both notice that his eyes are firmly planted on his pad. So he has not reacted to either one of you, other than to say hello.
Well, and if he reaches into the desk of the body thing and pulls out a pair of scissors. One of the many pairs of scissors for taking samples. We might as well get to it, I suppose.
I'm pretty sure you're still holding back laughter.
Obviously.
At this point,
I let you know to take extra because I'm about to shave my entire everything.
oh no.
You informed him of this?
Yes.
Well, let's not be hasty. I'm certain that you could perhaps just dye it back to its normal color.
Out of character, I hate you.
I mean, don't you believe that's potentially an option? Rather than literally having to go bald.
At this point, you hear from beside you. Hargrove goes, "Did Starfleet change their standards about hair?"
Oh no, Ensign. I've come in contact with a compound that's affecting my hair. I don't know what it is, which is why I've come to see Lieutenant Shay.
Huh. That's none of my business. And he continues on.
Wait, did he look? And we're just hearing laughter down the hall.
No, he's not laughing. That was me laughing. But he just goes, "This is not my concern." He returns his eyes to the pad and he walks over to his console.
I will look into dyeing my hair.
I mean, it certainly works for me.
You dye your hair, Lieutenant?
Oh, yes. Once in a while. Cations tend to discolor young.
Ah.
But by all means, if you certainly feel that it's more appropriate to shave your entire body, who am I to argue? But let me take this sample first.
So I let him cut off pieces of my hair.
Okay.
He just needs he just needs about 15 strands. It's fine. Just barely even a little half inch off the bottom. And he runs an analysis. Jimmy, do I need to roll anything for the analysis?
You know what? Roll reason and science. You just need one success. Or the difficulty is actually 0. But just go ahead and roll anyway. Let's see what you get.
This should be fun. Watch me fail. Well, he runs a simple scan and he looks up over the console. Yes, this is definitely a biological compound. Looks water activated. Probably in something you put on your hair. But no, it does seem like just simply dyeing it back to normal color should work just fine.
Just so you know, this the agent is it's a seaweed compound.
Wait, am I being told the seaweed compound thing?
No, I'm offering that up to Josh.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes, it looks to be some form of a seaweed-based compound.
Out of character, Jimmy, I'm thinking, where would I have been able to come in contact with the seaweed compound?
Are you gonna tell him what type of seaweed it is? Or just leave it kind of general as seaweed?
What he said is what he said.
Okay. I don't know. Before you were assigned to the Tempest, when did you go to the ocean? Or an ocean. Sorry, not the ocean.
The holodecks. She enjoys the only time she would have gone into the ocean is on a holodeck where she enjoys One second, part of my hobby list with her. Let me look it up. She enjoys swimming with sharks.
Okay.
Well, the
you know what?
holodeck would hardly expose you to actual water or seaweed.
And
Darby, go ahead and give me a reason and engineering roll, please. No focus.
I'm thinking the sonic showers, actually. A reasoning and engineering.
And engineering. Okay. Well, you are not an expert in holotechnology. You would know that everything in the holodeck is force fields and uh, photons. So even if you came across the algae in the holodeck, it wouldn't affect your hair. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, it would not be the sonic shower because the key word of that is sonic.
I'm looking at Lieutenant Chance. I can't think of any point where I would have come in contact with water or the ocean.
Well, you can take normal water showers on the ship as well. It's just if you're taking a sonic shower, there's no water.
Well,
I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna just state, because this would be my character relaxing. As a form of relaxation, I'm pretty sure she would have taken a normal bath or shower at least that's a couple times at some point.
Okay.
So, I would say, I asked Lieutenant Che, um, would taking a regular hot bath or normal shower with water introduce the seaweed?
well, perhaps. I mean, it seems far more likely that it would come from water, but perhaps. Out of character. Damn it, Che, you're too nice.
What's that?
Out of character. Damn it, Che, you're too nice.
Well, apparently not.
Either way, you have two solutions for yourself. I just replicate up some of your natural hair colored dye and take a quick shower and dye your hair.
Okay.
Or again, you can always go with your original idea and shave yourself completely bald. I've heard it's quite beautiful. I wouldn't know. Looks down at his furry arm.
I'm going to have the engineering team look at out of character Jimmy. My room would have a actual normal tub and bath for occasions when I would want to use one, right?
Yeah.
Just in case, I'm going to have the engineering team look at my shower and bath just in case. and then I will dye my hair. And at that note, she's going to say farewell to Lieutenant Che, and I'm going to thank him. Out of character, fuck you. And I'm going to make a note for the engineers to do it, to check it when they got time, and my character's going straight to the holodeck.
As you walk out of the room, as you get out of the hallway, Shay calls out from where he leans against the lab table. What was the name of the individual who was there? Sorry. Hargrove? It was Hargrove, right?
Hargrove is yeah.
Hargrove.
Yes, sir.
Shay does finger guns. He goes, good man.
Sir?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Wink. And then he proceeds to laugh his way out to his office and sit down.
So, Emily, did you get my private message?
I did not.
I hate you all.
This is good. This is good. This is good fucking YouTube. This is a good game.
Well, we should do at least some personal growth during mission, in between missions. This way, people get attached to characters instead of just random faceless Star Trek characters.
I'm very attached to purple-haired Hartley right now.
So is Lister. So, how is Na reacting to what was done?
Well, she's not outwardly, and she's just going to go ahead and prepare something to neutralize the compound.
Oh, it can't be neutralized. It'll eventually go away.
Well then, I guess I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay. She did mention the away mission.
She did mention the what?
The away mission. The whole incident that brought this on.
Okay.
Because she didn't want to start some sort of medical panic over this. It's harmless.
There was not going to be a medical panic. Whatever the compound is, well, actually, you just told me what the compound is. It's completely harmless. There's no reason to panic.
None whatsoever.
No, I would suggest someone tell Hartley where the contamination is coming from. Eventually.
Out of character. That would ruin my fun.
I suppose you're right. Somebody should. It's not going to be me.
Again, out of character, I hate you all. Che, if I ever find out it's you.
Honestly, Darby, you didn't. Were you the slightest bit suspicious when Lister referred to you as Sir without any bit of sarcasm?
Honestly, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, It was the very first thing she said afterwards, is just before suggesting you go to Che. She started her statement
Oh,
off with "Sir."
I did not catch that at all. Well, it's too late now.
Yes, it
But
is.
shit, that should have given it away.
It should have. That's why you didn't even see. That's just it. You didn't even acknowledge when Nar goes, "That's way too suspicious." Because Emily commented on the whole fact that that was respectful of Lister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, all I said was that was suspicious as fuck.
Yeah, you did.
How did I not catch that?
I don't know.
I was about to say, does anybody else want to handle this? Because I call him an idiot all the time.
Because out of character, I know who did it.
But the question is, out of character, do you know how?
No.
Oh my god!
I have a good feeling where you got the ingredients, Lister.
Honestly, I thought mentioning that it was a seaweed compound was just going to be a dead giveaway.
Oh no, I knew the seaweed compound in Lister was a complete connection. I just had to play off my character being really annoyed of what was going on, and the fact that I didn't want to, like you said, I didn't want to metagame.
Nope, and I appreciate it. So, yep. So Hartley has gone to go dye her hair.
I think out of character, I think the new fire drill, practicing against firefights and what to do, is going to be in the science lab next round.
Metagaming, because you still don't know it's Che.
I know. I'm not. That's why I said out of character. Oh, I hate you, Che.
And besides, scheduling it in the science lab won't get back at Che. You'll just have the entire science department on your ass. Remember, they're all antisocial to some regard.
They didn't help. They're part of the problem. No, if they didn't tell me or try and solve it, they were part of the problem.
They didn't know. And remember, the only person in the science lab that deals anything with botany is Lister. And Hudson's a biologist, but Hudson wasn't there. They're also not in on it.
Real quick, why, Che? Is this because of the comment I made and making you puke?
Maybe it might also be because we've been doing for the last 3 days incredibly boring stellar cartography work, and Shay's like, nope, need to do something fun like right now.
Yeah, because so far the past 3 days have been all Hargrove, and he has been absolutely loving it. Okay, now that is out of the way. Oh, go ahead.
And out of character, Shay helps on every project, so he's been helping Hargrove the entire time, except for this.
Wait, why would Lister help?
Who's her only friend on the ship?
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
God. So naturally she would help.
Anyway, continuing, now that this bit of amazing has gone by.
Okay, so I need I need to check something out right quick. Hang on. Okay, so you guys are currently entering the GPR 113 system. This system is the type of star it has is a crap. I need to figure this out before. It is called a Mira variable star.
Ooh.
It fluctuates in size um, between 4 times the size of Sol to 11 times throughout the year. And there are three gas giants and one. I'm not gonna say Class M, but it has a breathable atmosphere if it wasn't so fucking cold. And you guys have started to scan the outermost planet. So it's a gas giant. During this time, Hargrove is all sorts of excited. Naturally. And reports are coming in. You guys, I'm trying to think of what all. I'm going to say that you'll be on this planet for 2 days, and the next planet will be another 2 days. So we can play out another 4 days of time when you're off duty. Because, like I said, this is completely boring and mundane stellar surveys. What are you guys going to do over the 4 days?
Dang it, Jimmy! I already had my fun. Mm.
Well, that fun isn't necessarily over. Darby, give me an insight and security roll, and I need 3 with a difficulty of 3.
Real quick, since this is the security check, can I give you threat by adding a third dice? Yes, no.
Okay, so reading over bold security.
When attempting a task, which would be the discipline, you buy d20s by adding to threat. You may
Well,
re-roll a single d20.
right. So, do you want to give me more threat?
Yeah, it's a difficulty of you know what? I probably can get this with just a 2.
And you did. So, over the 4 days, I will say, Emily, Emily, why did you just kill Skylar and take his position?
I didn't do anything. Okay, this is how it was. I was just playing with my token here, and then I realized there was something underneath, and so I was like, "What is that?" And it's like, "Oh, okay." And I just put,
You lie.
I did no such thing.
Skylar is not dead.
Go back and check the video. You'll see.
I did put you there initially, but then I realized, oh, Skylar's up there, so I put you back and put Skylar there. I know what I
It didn't
did.
change on my screen.
I know what I did.
I don't know. I think you're wrong because it's been there the whole damn time.
Is this really how we want to play it, bitch?
Yeah,
Hey.
because that's what happens.
I can't touch my token. He's part of the map.
It's been here the whole time.
It has not been there the whole time.
Yes, it has.
No, it has not.
Yep, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, it has.
Now I'm gonna actually have to watch this video just to see this. I hope you know that you're ruining my day tomorrow.
You don't have to rewatch it, because I'll rewatch it, and then I'll say so.
And then you'll realize you were wrong.
No, because as I was looking at his talents, I saw your token move over Skylar's, and then it started rotating. And then I brought this up, and then I saw Skylar's token move back to where you were, and then an X appeared over him.
I did that.
I thought that was the part was you. I didn't do that.
No, the second part was me.
There you go. I did not move my token. It's been there the whole time.
It's not
On my
there the
screen.
whole time.
I don't know what.
It doesn't matter if it was on your screen. I did move it there originally, but then I moved it back.
What?
When
So
the
wait, no, so you put no wait. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
okay, so your token was there when we started, and I decided that I was going to switch it up to reflect the cast of characters that are available for this for this session right now. So I took Maral off of the center seat. I moved Onivrin to the center seat, and then initially I moved you down, and then I saw Skylar, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to move you back up there and move Skylar down here. And that's how it's been.
All right. Well, on my screen, my token was just here, and like directly on top of Skylar's token. I had no idea it was even there until I started playing with my token. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell is that? So I'm like, dude, and it's like, oh, all right, and I just moved it back into place because
I love how we're getting into to arguments about placements of tokens
This is-
on a
this is
map
how
that
we-
doesn't fucking matter.
This is how we spent the last 4 days in Starfleet. Arguments about tokens. and where they go.
Arguing about where
Truly.
people should be on the bridge. No, I should
Truly.
be here.
Like, no, you put me here. It's like, that's my spot. But you put me here.
Okay, so I will say that Hartley, you on the fourth day you had to dye your hair again, and you found where the algae was.
Where's the algae?
Josh,
It's in your hygienics class. The shampoo, conditioner, soap. Oh my, that was a pregnant pause.
so yep. So you had to recycle what you had and replicate new personal care products.
Oh, I'm not recycling it. I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
If you're thinking what you're thinking, it won't work.
I'm going back to the science department.
Okay. When you're in there, Ensign Hudson is there, the xenobiologist.
Ensign, may I speak with you for a moment?
Okay.
Can you run a few tests on this bottle? I hand him the bottle
Her.
that I've been using to
Hudson is a
hand her
woman.
the bottle I've been using to wash my hair with.
What am I looking for exactly?
Algae. Or a seaweed component.
Okay. She takes it over to her station and proceeds to scan it. And she just asks, "Why do you have this algae in the shampoo? Were you trying to change your hair color?"
No. I'm wondering how it got there. I'm asking, do y'all grow you're in the botany department, if I'm correct,
Biology.
Ensign? Biology. Can you tell me if anyone's doing a algae experiment or grows algae in your department?
Well, I wouldn't know if Lister was growing anything. She is the botanist. I'm not doing anything with algae. Are you accusing me of something?
No, it happened once before earlier, 4 days ago. I was a little annoyed, but I was like, okay, something may have gone wrong, but now it's happening again.
I should correct, it is continuing to happen. Because you continue to use the same product.
Oh, it's going to stop now, trust me.
Well, then I suggest you stop using it.
I'm just
this
trying to
color
find.
isn't suitable for Starfleet uniform code.
No, it is not. I personally am not choosing to use. I'm about to throw this away. But yes. Is do you know where Lister is at the moment?
Probably in her lab.
Okay. And Again, am I off duty or on duty, Jimmy?
I'll say you're off duty for now.
Okay. I have the hat back on. I'm on.
Okay. So you're gonna go to see Lister?
Yes.
Approximately 60 seconds after that conversation, Che,
Yes.
you receive a complaint.
What's the complaint say?
Hartley accused Hudson of sabotaging her shampoo, and she does not appreciate it.
Oh, we will definitely have to take that up and pursue this.
Okay, so sorry, Darby, had to. Hudson hasn't caused trouble for anybody lately.
It's okay. It's okay. Hartley doesn't know her well enough to know that she's the one that causes trouble,
That's right.
or she wouldn't have gone to Hudson.
Yep. As soon as the doors open, you see Hudson. Well, time to nope the fuck out. Okay, so you get to the botany lab.
I'm assuming Lister's around somewhere.
Yes, there are a couple of other crewmen in there as well. It is her department after all.
I walk up to Lister. I'm sure she can see the annoyance expression on her face, on my face. Lister, Lieutenant. Wait, Lister's a lieutenant or an ensign?
She's a crewman.
Okay, crewman Lister. Does your section do any experiments or grow seaweed?
It did at one point, about 6 months ago.
Do you have it stored anywhere, or did you keep any?
I can assure you that I do not have any seaweed on me.
Thank you, crewman. And
No problem, sir.
well, I found where the compound's been coming from. Out of character, Jimmy. Here's the thing with Lister, and my character would not know Lister. I don't know. Would my character know Lister long enough to know that Sir is abnormal with her?
I don't think you've interacted that much with Lister, so no.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking the same thing. So she did call me Sir twice, but my character Hartley would not pick up on that.
Well, she did say it sarcastically this time, so...
I'm sorry, Jimmy. We just deviated your adventure for several hours.
What's that?
A little prank has deviated your adventure for several hours.
You know what? That's okay. I would rather there be character development. And this is perfect. I love this. So, who'd have thought that the actual mission would be the B story in all of this?
Great, you're using me for a filler.
No, Darby. Apparently, this has turned into the A story.
This is the April Fool's episode.
I'm trying to think of what to say next, or I should just leave it at that,
Well,
or just
after she said "sir," she turned around and went back to work.
okay. I'm going to walk to Lieutenant J. I'm going to go find Lieutenant J. I know how I'm going to. I know what I'm going to do now.
Okay. Where is Che at this moment? You're not on duty.
Oh, I'm on duty? Oh, that ruins my fun. Alright. So, Jay's on duty.
No, I
Well,
said I said not on duty.
not on duty. Alright. Jay's in the holodeck. Using his favorite program. We all remember Jay's favorite program, right?
Yep, the beach.
It's the nude beach in Italy.
Why a nude beach?
Because he has fur. Who cares about clothes? I mean, he understands you humans have things about nudity.
Well, this is disappointing. What's the point on getting the Starfleet tile set if they don't even have a fucking holodeck?
Lame.
Well, let's face it, politics pretty much meant to turn into, you know, other things. So they were just like, no, we can just make maps of other stuff.
Yeah, probably. All right, so you are in the holodeck. When you ask Darby, when you ask the computer where Che is, it leads you to holodeck 2. I think you are talking without doing your push to talk.
Oh, sorry. Is there a way I can enter in a way that's not going to really seem? Well, my character, never mind. My character doesn't give a shit right now. So I enter the holodeck.
Okay, so you enter the holodeck and you are on an Earth beach, surrounded by naked people.
My character's not concerned with nudity at this point. I walk up to Lieutenant J. Well, after I find Lieutenant J, I walk up to him.
Considering there's not a whole lot of occasion on the Earth beach, you find him fairly quickly.
And guess who he is?
And guess what?
And guess what he is?
All naked in his feline glory.
Laying face down on a towel.
So congratulations, Hartley. You get a nice view of Che's rusty sheriff's badge.
What?
Just so you know, my character is fully clothed. I just want to throw that out there.
I had a tail for modesty. Oh, Frank, the session you've missed out on.
he's shaking his head. Anyway, continue.
Lieutenant, I'm sorry to disturb you on your time off.
And Jay is utterly casual about all this. Like, Nude, not nude. He doesn't seem to really care. He kind of turns his head and sits up, recognizing that again, sometimes more civilized people have more, but civilized is not the term. Less fur-covered people have hang-ups about nudity. He pulls his towel around and covers his lower body. Yes, Hartley. What can I do for you?
Well, I found the seaweed compound was in my products I used to bathe with.
That makes an amount of sense. Yes.
Crewman Lister has informed me that seaweed hasn't been used in months in the botany section. When next time you're on duty, could you ensure that to double check your supplies of seaweed? Maybe someone's playing a mean prank on me. I don't know who, but it needs to stop.
Well, it's a good thing that you discovered the source. Otherwise, you'd keep having your hair turn purple.
Yes.
How did that? Oh no, I already know how it went. Sorry, I was being silly.
Well, I will let you be lieutenant as I go re-dye my hair.
He finger guns at you.
So, what happens as you after Hartley leaves the holodeck?
Nothing. Shay goes back to stunning himself.
Oh, I figured he'd like bust up laughing or something. Because it happened again.
Sure, why not? Yes. As she leaves and Shay removes his towel so that he can better sun himself, he simply lets out a low chuckle and a small little smile and goes, "I love it when a plan comes together."
Okay.
I'm expecting to get some red pits to my next session.
Oh, here's the issue. She doesn't even suspect you, Che. She suspects it could have been Lister. She does not expect you, Che.
Actually, no. We should actually rewind that really quickly.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so we rewind a bit. Before she leaves, Shay simply says, "By the way, I got a complaint." Being the director of the science office and all, it seems that Hudson has made a complaint that you've accused her of sabotaging your shampoo.
No, let me clarify. Let me explain. I did go up to out of character lieutenant or crewman.
Ensign
Hudson to double test the shampoo to make sure that the compound that I found in there was correct. And then I asked her about any experiments on seaweed. And she pointed me in Lister's direction. Experiment, I did not outright accuse her. However, if she's stating that, then it sounds like she might have a guilty conscience.
Oh, well, I'm sure she wouldn't have done anything like this. I mean, I'm sure no one in my department would have done this. I will give it I will give it, after all, we've been quite busy with the stellar cartography. It's been all hands on deck for the last week or so. But you might want to clarify the misunderstanding, and I'll make sure that all of our seaweed samples have been properly disposed of, just to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Hey Josh, just so you know, I know that the science department is comprised Or I hope you realize you have more science officers than just those 4 people.
Of course, I have numerous, as I've been calling them, the interns.
Okay, because I just wanted to make sure that you are aware that they're heads of their departments, but they all report to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you had any negative friends with any of the science department interns?
Say again.
Now that I think about it, although I can vouch for my department heads and that they have been quite busy the last week, have you had any negative run-ins with any of the crewmen?
Me personally, no, but I will check with my staff to make sure there hasn't been any ill dispute among the departments.
It might just be a simple prank. After all, some of the crewmen have been getting a little stir crazy with all the cartography. Hudson has been enjoying it, but it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Hargrove.
Hargrove, sorry. Hargrove has been. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and idle hands, devil's work. I think that's how the older saying goes.
And I don't mind us produce devilish thoughts, is what I think you meant to say.
That, yes, certainly.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your time, Lieutenant. I shall get back to I shall go to dye my hair now. Again.
And once she leaves and is safely out of earshot, Chase ends the line. Oh, I love when a plan comes together.
Okay, so Emily, is there anything you want Nar to have done over the past 4 days?
I can't think of anything nearly as entertaining, so no.
Wait, Jimmy, before we get to Nar, I apologize. Can I just say one thing? During duties, because of the incident with the psych bubble incident, during our training sessions, I've added training that involves spotting that type of threat, like how to determine whether you're in a psychological bubble or not, and stuff like that.
There's really no way to determine that.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay, so Nara has just been has she hung out at in the crew lounge at all? Like, is she being social with various other crewmen besides Dathan, or is she just kind of secluding herself?
What was it?
So in the 4 days, has Nar hung out in the lounge? Is she being social, or is she just kind of secluding herself?
I'm gonna go with halfway. Like, she'll go to the lounge, be around the other people, but she's always got work or something. And I don't know. She's not going to chase it off the approach, but she's also not approaching, and she's looking kind of busy.
Okay. I'm so gonna have Dathan come up to you at some point and be social with you.
But to be fair, she is taking time to watch everyone interact. Just also,
Also, what?
Working.
Oh, okay. All right. So after completing uh, the second planetary survey, I'm gonna say that everyone's on duty. Does somebody want to roll me a? Actually, Darby, no, it's not Chase's fault. It's your fault. Chase's fault. Or, I mean, it's not Chase's fault. It's yours. No, because you pointed at something out and forced him to puke. If somebody can roll me a wants to open up Lomax's character sheet and roll me a control and let's go with command. No. Uh, let's just go with control and engineering. And there is a focus.
I only got the half of that, so
Could somebody open up Lomax's character sheet and roll a control and security or engineering? Sorry, control and engineering with a focus. And I will roll for the ship.
he rolls well.
Well, he still did it anyway. Lomax informs Commander Inavrin that there is a faint transmission being received from the only livable planet, and it is a distress signal. When it it's there's no real message. It's just kind of like a Morse code thing, but not Morse code.
It's baby's cry.
It's a repeated message, and it's very faint. So Lomax believes that it is from an emergency beacon from a downed ship. Jay, go ahead and give me a reason and science roll with a difficulty of 2. And Emily, if you could roll the for the ship, it should be computers and sensors. I'm sorry, computer and God, communications and let's go with communications and science. Why not? And it will be no focus and then 1 and 1. Okay. Jay, you're guessing that the reason why the transmission is so uh, faint is that the planet's atmosphere is interfering. You know from um, the initial readouts of the system that the planet is much like Jupiter has a constant storm. It's very unusual because when the sun is at its largest, it is a stationary storm. It will always be in the daylight area. At its smallest, it will circle. It follows the rotation of the planet.
I see.
But it's also a very, very cold world. When are you going to relay that information?
Yeah, she relays that information.
Okay. Onavrin orders the ship to go into orbit of the third planet, and um, wants and he orders you to scan for life signs.
As you said.
So it would be control and science, and I'm going to need 3.
3 successes, you mean?
Yes.
All right. By the way, we got a determination this session, right?
Yes. You every session you start with a new determination, or with 1 determination.
Okay. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna burn 3 of our momentum. Let's see if I get this. Yeah, this wouldn't be computer expertise, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just burn momentum to have a chance of success.
Oh,
So that's what I'll do.
okay. So I actually only need 2 because of your push the limits.
Okay. Then I'll only burn 1 momentum on that. Okay. 3 successes.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you found a place where it is likely that a ship crashed, but sensor readings are incredibly hard to decide to um. There's it's a mixture of the atmosphere, the storm, and that's pretty much it. So you're you can guess maybe approximately just based off of uh, the lay of the land, but so you have a topographical scan, but you don't have anything more concrete than that. But you're not detecting the ship. I'm not making sense right now.
Okay. Yeah, she will relay this information.
Okay. Um. He asks you if it would be safe to beam down to the planet.
I'm gonna need to make a check for that, aren't I?
Well, you know what? Since you had that extra success, I'm going to say that you already know that you would not recommend transport down, just because the storm is interfering with signals. Unless there were already pattern enhancers down there, then you wouldn't recommend it. But you could take pattern enhancers down with you on a shuttle.
All right. Give me a character again. Commander, I wouldn't recommend it. Not if it's interfering with the signal this way. There's no way we could safely beam down without the aid of pattern enhancers. It could be done with a shuttle, though.
Do you think you could navigate through that, or do we need to send a helm officer with you? Go ahead and give me a reason and con roll, and it'll be difficulty 2.
Two successes.
Okay. You think you would be able to pilot a shuttle down, but since you don't know exactly where you're going, it would be inadvisable to continue to pilot a shuttle, so there is another option for you. And it was something that was put on the Tempest just before you guys left. And that would be the Argo shuttle.
All right. Yes, Commander, I could pilot a shuttle down. However, that's also inadvisable because I have no idea where I'd land a shuttle once I got it through the storm. I have no clear topography. Though there is another option. We have the Argo shuttle.
He nods his head. I, Josh, I'm not sure if you know what the Argo shuttle is, because I know you're not a Star Trek fan.
I do not. I have no idea. I'll just take whatever you tell me.
Okay, essentially, the Argo shuttle, at this point in time, it is a brand new thing to Starfleet, and its purpose is it's kind of a drop shuttle. It's to land, and then there is an all-terrain vehicle in the back of the shuttle that you can use to get around on the planet.
I see.
So I'll leave it up to you whether or not Che was excited to try it out.
Oche is enthused. He's more giddy than when he got to see Hartley with purple hair for the second time.
You're not going to let me live that down, are you?
Nope.
No. Well, not until next week.
Okay, so he tells you to form a team and to prepare to go down to the surface. And be sure to take pattern enhancers with you and whatever survival gear you'll need so you're not affected by the cold.
Alright, come here.
You have command of the team.
This is a terrible thing.
Well,
Never give me authority.
Well, it just means that Darby would have to follow your command.
Oh, never give me authority.
I don't like this idea.
See, that's just it. You could, like, technically, if she wasn't such a disciplinary problem, Lister could be placed in command of a team, and Darby, being a lieutenant, would have to call her sir.
My character's not that much of a disciplinary problem.
No, I'm saying Lister. If Lister was placed in charge of a team, and you were to go with her, you would have to follow her direction.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so he does recommend taking Dr. Nar, naturally.
Of course, no question on that.
And since this is a rescue mission, who else did you want to take? I'll say you can take up to 2 more people.
2 more people. The temptation.
Well, actually, you know what? Thinking about it, no, it'll just be the 3 of you because the Argo, the vehicle can't fit more than 3.
Okay. Do I have to pick Hartley? Can I pick that other dude who was the supporting crew, the supporting chief, security chief that one time?
You realize you wouldn't be playing him this time, right?
Oh yeah, it'd be Darby playing him.
Uh-huh. So you might as well just take Hartley.
Yeah.
Because in theory, her stats are better.
In theory. No, I'm kidding. It's like... Of course, we'll be taking as well our security chief. So we have medical and security.
Yep, and the science officer / helmsman.
Commander, I'm going to need to requisition an extra complement of phaser.
There's a weapons locker on the Argo.
Good. We're gonna need them.
Okay, so
You are such an asshole.
Hey, the whole reason he's kind of like waffling on should I bring Hartley, should I not bring Hartley, is because literally we have never done an away mission that she has not succeeded in blowing up the phaser in her hand.
that's not true. It didn't blow up at the last mission.
We never drew phasers on the last mission.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't fire once on the last mission.
That wasn't part of the equation. You just said we haven't had an away mission where she hasn't blown up her hand.
Okay. She has never successfully managed to complete any form of firefight without blowing up her hand.
Okay, that's better.
Which, yes, that's an asshole thing to say, but them's facts.
Okay, so Emily, to catch you up, you, Hartley, and Che are going down to the frozen wasteland of a planet in an Argo.
Huh?
Do you remember what the Argo is?
The runabout?
No, the Argo was that ship from Nemesis where they drove around in the dune buggy.
Hmm.
At this point, it's brand new, so Che's all excited. But everyone needs cold weather gear. You, however, since you are Cardassian and warm temperatures are your thing, and like you think it's a little too cold on the ship to begin with, you might just need an outright environmental suit.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to be absolutely miserable in just cold weather gear.
If you are hang on. If it would be too uncomfortable, she could always send Dathan instead, and you'd play Dathan. And you could refer to your character as "Hey you" the entire time.
Well, okay, it's either that or you can send one of your medical staff, which you would play as a supporting character. We would have to make a character sheet for them if you decided to do that, because that was the whole purpose of supporting characters, is that when your particular character isn't needed, you can still be part of the mission. Or if something would prevent your character from doing something.
That's fine.
So do you want to play Nar, or do you want to?
Yeah, I'll keep playing.
Okay. So what would you prefer, cold weather gear or environmental suit?
I don't know. I don't think it honestly really matters that much. Like, this is about more about comfort right now than staying alive. So, whatever.
Okay, so you're just gonna wear cold weather gear.
Sure. Yes.
Look like Luke Skywalker from that other franchise on Hoth.
Right.
In a dune buggy.
In the Doom buggy.
Okay, from what I understand, the Argo is actually meant to be mission specific, so there is an enclosed option, which is what you guys have. So, Josh, since you are the pilot, I need you to give me a control and con with a difficulty of 3. That is with your talent.
I burn the rest of our momentum because we're transitioning scene.
What's that?
I burn the rest of our momentum. Because we're transitioning scene anyway, so there's not going to be any left anymore.
Well, no, it just goes down by 1 when the scene changes.
That's true. But yeah, I was going to spend all 3 points of it for 4 dice. Yeah. Oof.
Oh no!
I did not succeed.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I will let you succeed at cost
Okay.
by giving me 2 threats. Wait, I said 3, right? Difficulty of 3?
3, yes.
Okay, so giving me 1 threat.
Okay. Rather than crash landing, I don't want to crash land again. That sucks. We end up with planets full of terrible super weapons when we crash land.
No, I wouldn't. It's not that I would have had you crash land, because, I mean, you didn't screw up. And it's not part of the story.
I know, it's fine. I'm just giving crap. Don't worry about it.
But it is a very, very bumpy ride. Like, by the time you guys land, your butts are sore. The inertial dampeners have been taxed. And while they're not your species, Shay, you got a decent amount of time of watching boobs jump up and down.
Wait, what?
You got to see boobs jiggle.
Oh, Shay's not interested in that.
I said, even though they're not your species, you got a decent show of boobies jiggling.
Shay, you pervert.
Shay's not a pervert. Let's face it, the director just asked to shimmy. And shimmy a lot.
He's not interested if it don't got 6 nipples.
Amen.
I don't think that Cations actually have 6 nipples.
I have no
No,
idea.
they do not. I don't think they have that either.
Because what's her name on the animated series only looked like she had 2 boobs.
Miresh.
Maresh. Okay. So you guys have landed. I'm sure that you are packing extra phasers and the pattern enhancers.
Yes.
Okay. Josh, just so you know, when the mission is over and you guys beam up the survivors with the doctor and Hartley, you're gonna have to come back to the ship to the Argo to take it back up.
Okay.
And this planet looks like a stormy version of that other ice planet from the other franchise.
Are you talking about Hoth?
We don't mention it.
Okay. The planet that shall not be named.
It's nice ball.
Oh shit, it's Spaceballs.
There goes the planet.
Alright, so let us Emily, give me a control and science. Josh, give me a control and con. Both of your difficulties will be 2. And Josh, that is your adjusted difficulty.
Okay. Well, crap.
Okay, so how this is gonna go? Uh, Nar, you've been using your tricorder to try and locate life signs. Um, and you think you might have found something. Again, the storm is making it very difficult. Josh, as you are driving, and much like Picard Nemesis, speeding because it's fun.
Well, of course. We have to get the action scenes in for the trailer.
So you are jumping over things, plowing through snowdrifts, stuff like that.
This is going to be the best trailer.
And then, just to prepare for sequels, you start drifting.
Starfleet, Argo's Drift.
Yes. So, uh, how are the passengers handling the lead foot?
I do not have a left foot. I am very apt.
Hartley's loving it.
I am holding on tightly.
I'm sure Nara's going like, "Who the hell puts wheels on a vehicle? That's so antiquated. That's so antiquated."
Exactly.
Take that jump! Take that jump!
Uh-oh, Che. Hartley's enjoying this.
I slow down. Proceed to drive like a grandma.
Oh shit! So Hartley, as soon as you express any type of I love this so much, he slows down.
No, he probably doesn't.
I will blow up a phaser in this vehicle.
Oh yeah, that would be nice, considering that would probably set off a chain reaction with the phaser cannon that's on the back.
Tell me I'm the one operating that.
You are in that seat.
Sweet.
All right, so you are driving towards the uh, the life sign. Um, oh, you know what? I guess it doesn't matter if we go through the entire adventure in one session. That's fine.
Is it?
Honestly, as long as the session gets, as long as the story gets told, that's fine.
Okay.
It's just, I was beginning to question whether or not there would be enough time, because the hair dye prank just took a long time. Not that I minded.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you can always cut a little shirt and come back and, do the whole thing next session.
I'll leave it up to a vote. What do you guys want to do? Do I want to power through and finish the mission tonight, or do we want to make it a two-parter and finish it next week?
I'm good either way.
I'm kind of leaning, and considering I haven't eaten yet, I'm kind of leaning to cut it early and do a two-parter,
Okay.
just so I can get up and cook.
Emily, what's your vote?
I mean, if people need to go, then two parts fine. If the other option was just trying to do it as fast as possible, then two parts probably better. Otherwise, I'm still good to go.
How about we go a little bit further to a point where I can kind of leave it off, and then we can deal with the overall problem of the adventure next week.
Okay.
Honestly, I like that way better just because we'll be able to take our time a little bit more and enjoy the story.
Okay, so you guys are continuing on towards one of the mountain ranges. Your tricorder scan, Emily, said that there was a cave, and you detected, while not life signs, you detected bodies. So if there's any survivors, there's a good chance they're going to be in there.
Wait, you said no life signs, but we detected bodies?
Well, you detect, yeah, when you did your scan, you detected that there were bodies at the mouth of this cave, but you couldn't determine whether there were life signs in the cave.
Okay.
But you're guessing that since there are bodies there, there's a pretty good likelihood that if there are survivors, they would be in that cave.
Right, okay, gotcha.
So, Josh, give me one more control and con roll.
Dun, dun, dun. So much.
Okay, so I will say that after Nar has detected the bodies, I'm sure something in the back of your head, Che, was like, well, if they're dead, then maybe they could be dying if we don't hurry. So you put the foot down again, and I'll say about maybe 20 meters from the cave, you plow the Argo or the dune buggy into a snowbank, and it is currently stuck.
That was unexpectedly harder than expected. Oh, sorry. That snow was much denser than expected.
You know what, Darby? Give me a presence and security roll.
Me?
No, he's asking me.
Yeah, Darby. Okay, as the vehicle comes to a screeching halt in the snowbank, you manage to maneuver yourself so you're not taking any damage from ramming into the laser cannon, the phaser cannon.
Years of that holodeck experience paid off.
Nar, I'm gonna say that you got a bruise. I'm not gonna say it took any stress, but you got a bruise from the seatbelt that is, for some reason, on this vehicle, but not anywhere on a starship.
Right, sure.
And Che, I will also say that you got bruised as well. So you guys gonna hoof it to the cave entrance?
Well, we don't have much of a choice if we're going to save anybody left alive. So, yeah.
It's not that far.
Let's do it, I guess.
Okay, so as you approach the cave entrance, I need everyone to roll a reason and command roll. Let's go with command. You have a focus, Emily.
Okey-dokey.
Oh, Darby. Oh,
I
Che.
am. No, it's Jay. I remember like garbage tonight.
Well, no, Darby also rolled like garbage.
Yeah, except mine was a critical failure.
I'm trying to think of what your complication would be. You know, I have the perfect reasoning for this. So, Nar, as you approach the bodies, it takes you a moment to recognize the species because you've only ever seen them once outside of their suits.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You recognize the species because you've only ever seen them once outside of their suit.
Oh, okay.
These dead bodies are Breen.
That's what they were gonna say. But they're not in their suits?
You can see that they had them on. Well, they had You recognize the Breen military uniform, but it looks like their gear has been shredded, and like their headgear was ripped off.
Okay.
Something mauled these guys.
What are the Breen doing here?
I did, as I was reading the description of the Sabine Expanse, I did forget to mention that there are two other governments that border on this area.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's
then that's what they're doing here.
It's the Cardassians, the Tholians, the Breen Confederacy, and the Sheliak Corporate. They all kind of border this territory.
Okay. Well, that explains what they're doing here.
Yeah, sorry. I like I said, I completely forgot to mention it when I read the description of the Sabine Expanse, because I thought it was only just those two major ones. My mistake. So, you, Che and Hartley, you guys are clueless. I'll say that the uniforms are so mangled that you don't recognize them, and you definitely don't recognize the species because neither one of you have seen them outside of their uh, environmental suits.
I look over. Do we know the species?
Yes, we do. These are the Breen.
I've never seen them outside their suits before.
As you know what, everyone, go ahead and give me a control. That's going to be a big one for this period of time. So give me control and let's go with science. Fuck it.
It's up to you guys on this one. I probably will not succeed.
Look at fucking Annie Oakley go. Jesus.
Yeah,
Are you
actually
serious?
succeeded something.
Okay, so as you guys hit the mouth of the cave, the transmission, it has become clear and it's coming through your comm badges. And it is. It's just it's essentially the Breen SOS. It mentions that there are 15 people.
At the time of sending, anyway.
At the time, yeah. At the time, there were 15.
What did you say? We're out here dead?
I'll say 3.
Okay. So of course, we don't know if they were dead before or after the distress call was sent. Or, yeah.
If you want to, Emily, you give me a control and medicine roll with the difficulty of 2 to see if you can detect how long they've been dead.
Would that fall under my focuses?
You know what? Let me check just to be on the safe side. Yeah, we still need to sit down with the Cardassian
Yeah.
talents too.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, maybe we can work on that tonight.
Sure.
Nar. First, let me look to see if you have any talents to. Yeah, I'll say yes because you've got xenobiology and you have investigation. So, and let me see if you've what you've got that might help out. Okay, that's good to know. Fucking hell.
Huh?
Oh, I your two medical talents just ruin it for me. I can't add any type of difficulty for your medical rolls. Bitch. So yes, you have a focus.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Because you have a complication, um, and you didn't make the two successes needed. Uh, I'm just gonna say that the weather conditions, your general unfamiliarity with uh, the brain physiology, and just all of the little things kind of add up to you can't tell how long they've been dead.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, it might be easier if they had blood, but they don't.
What was that?
I said it would probably be easier to diagnose with with if you're able to scan their blood, but they don't have any. The brain don't have blood. At least according to Star Trek episodes.
According to what?
Star Trek episodes?
Hmm.
I've never read anything with the brain in it in the beta canon, so I don't know if it's kind of different.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'll just say, yeah, you didn't. You just can't tell when they died.
Fair enough.
But it was definitely a mauling.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So essentially, you guys see Nar just lean down and go, "Yep, yep, they were definitely mauled."
I couldn't tell you when the environmental conditions and the fact that we know very little about the breed themselves makes it hard. But if there are any survivors, they're probably in this cave.
All right, so do you guys make your way into the cave?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it is a fairly deep cave. You find maybe a few more bodies. They're not nearly as badly mauled, but I won't even I won't even make you roll a medical scan. You're guessing that their vital organs were just punctured.
Sure, sure.
Um, there is one that has a disruptor bolt to the torso.
Too wet?
There's one that has a disruptor bolt to the torso.
Huh. Okay.
Um, if you want to give another control in medicine.
Yes, I do.
Oh, shit. Okay, with that amount of successes, I will say that you are able to tell when he died, and you can come up with a reasonable hypothesis about uh, what happened to lead up to his death.
All right.
This brain has been dead for 5 years.
5 years?
Yes. I'm sorry, not 5 years, 3 years.
Okay, 3 years.
Um, and it looks as if it was a mercy killing, because he was also mauled.
Okay.
Um, with that many successes, I'll also tell you that the reason you believe his death is different than the others is either he or one of the other dead ones was the medical officer. So there was no way to save this person.
Gotcha. How many more bodies were in here?
You found 3 out there. I'll say there's 4 here.
It's 7.
So roughly about half.
Uh, this one for sure. This one's been dead for about 3 years. We might be a little late, but there's more cave research.
All right. So since you guys are navigating through the cave, each of you get okay. Who's in the lead of the party?
I'll take the lead since I'm the security officer.
Give me a control and con roll.
At least it wasn't 00.
Okay, so it takes you guys a little bit longer than it probably should. I'll probably say about an hour for you to explore a good part of the cave. You ultimately come upon an energy signature.
An energy what?
An energy signature. And you can see a light in the cave.
We may have some survivors after all.
I turn to Che and I say, "Sir, we don't know what's or how they're going to react to us. Do you think it wise for only us 3 to approach? Or should we call for backup?"
Hmm.
These are the breed. They do not respond well to other species.
What do you mean they don't respond well to other species? They joined the Dominion. They worked fine with them.
No, we should set out the pattern boosters. I forget what they were called. Shit.
Pattern buffer.
Okay.
Pattern
Or
enhancers.
pattern enhancers, yeah.
Pattern enhancers, just in case.
Those were those were breed bodies by the ship.
These are green, yes.
No, he looks out towards the light and he goes, "Are we sure that those are green?"
Oh,
Yes, let's.
Would you stop comparing me to her?
And then make the decision from there.
Aye, sir.
So what's the plan? Sorry, I was looking for something.
We're going to Chase going to let us know where to put pattern enhancers as a precaution, just in case, because what could be behind that curtain where the light is could be surviving brie, or it could be what mauled the brie. If something mauled
Breen.
Breen. So we're going to take a precaution, put pattern enhancers in case we have to make a quick getaway.
Okay, so you're putting who is placing down the pattern enhancers?
I'll do it.
Okay, so give me a reason and engineering roll.
Control engineering.
No, reason and engineering.
Oh, goody. I'm probably not good at this, actually. But I still think we're probably the best. I don't know. Am I the best engineer we got?
In the party right now, probably.
Yeah, I have a 2.
Oh. Maybe?
Wait, 2 in engineering? I think I might have one higher than you. Let me check.
I have a 1, that's it.
No, we already know that Annie Oakley is good at shooting shit and doing medical stuff.
Bringing people in the world and taking them out of it.
I have a 3 in engineering.
And yeah, that'd hardly do it. What's your reason at? I have a 9, so yeah, technically I'm the best dude for this job.
Yep.
Yep. And I succeed.
Okay. You know that the since the ship sensors were really crappy anyway, you are pretty sure that you are going to need to set up the pattern enhancers at the mouth of the cave.
All right.
Or just outside. So, considering it took you so long to get here, you might want to encounter the Breen, attempt to rescue them, and then head to the mouth of the cave.
That does make it great deal more sense. So it looks like it's just us 3. We can only hope that they'll be grateful for rescue.
Well then.
Let me know when you're ready, and we can. I'll lead the way.
All right, make it so.
So Hartley's going in first.
Yes, honestly, I vote for myself to first go.
And how exactly are you entering?
I do not have my phaser out.
Okay.
I know that sounds stupid, but hopefully, if I look unarmed, if I'm not armed, maybe they might respond better. I'm just going in to see if it's safe. I don't consider myself the one that's going to do the talking.
Okay, so as you all round the corner, you can see that that there are two Breen left. And they seem to have set up a rather nice, well, as nice as could possibly be, living area. It looks as if they cannibalized the ship that they had and are using power generators to power a replicator and light and the beacon.
I'm assuming a source of heat as well.
No, they love this.
Yeah, the brain wear environmental suits pretty much ever. They live in extremely cold environments.
One of them sees you, and he kind of gets the attention of the other one, and they both kind of take a defensive posture. If you follow that YouTube link, you'll be able to hear what a Breen sounds like. Although that's actually through the environmental suit, so. Um, I will just say that for ease, and I really do like the way that sounds. Once they see you, they immediately put their environmental suits back on, or their helmets.
Out of character. Aw, they're shy.
No, they like the mystery about their species. But they tell you to identify yourselves.
I am Lieutenant Chan, USS Tempest. We received your distress beacon. We're here to offer you evac.
They look at you, Nar, and they ask if the Dominion War turned out in the Dominion's favor. Did you guys did was the Federation conquered?
The Dominion War is over, but no, the Dominion lost. They've been pushed back into their own sector.
You can kind of see they slump down a little bit. You can hear that they mention the humiliation of being rescued by Starfleet.
I'd say we wouldn't tell anyone, but we'd at least have to contact your people to get you back home.
One of them introduces himself as Proc.
And what is his rank? Does he have one?
He's not a thought, and I don't know what other brain ranks there are.
I'm just saying. Does he seem to be something more of a leader of these people, or a warrior?
No, he does seem to be the senior of the two.
How long have you been here? Jay has a curious now.
They've been here for at least 3 years.
Uh, they, they basically, it equates to about 40 months.
You've been home for a long time. We just need to set some veteran answers, and then we can get you home.
Uh, the 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 Breen looks at you for a second, and he goes, "You didn't beam down?"
It's impossible with the storm. Why? Yeah, she furrows his brow. Why?
The he informs you that his ship was looking at this planet for colonization. They landed on the planet and had begun scanning. The storm moved in and things started attacking. Before reaching the cave, they had already lost half of their crew. So within 12 hours of landing.
So the storm wasn't here when you initially came.
The storm has always been here, but it moved when our ship landed.
What exactly attacked you?
They do not know.
Well, all the more reason to get off this planet with all due haste.
That's if we can get back before the storm reaches your ship.
You mean our shuttle, or
Yes.
We have the means to beam you off this planet. I just need to set up some equipment.
Then we should probably hurry.
So we didn't bring the pattern answer with us, did we? It's still in the or was it?
They would still be in the Argo. They're a little bulky to be carrying.
I'm just going to need some help getting the equipment from our rover to this cave. If you'd be willing to lend a hand, will.
They will help.
Okay, everyone, back to the Argo.
Okay, so
Jimmy feels a sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach. It's like, oh no, not again.
go ahead and whoever's in the lead, give me a control and con roll
Okay.
with a difficulty of 2. Oh my god.
Of course.
It's heavy.
You guys get lost in the cave.
Many
Hartley,
arms.
what's that?
Many arms to this cave, eh?
The caves are numerous. Proc thinks that they used to be lava tools or lava tubes when the planet was volcanically active. Would anybody else like to roll?
Shay will attempt to roll this.
Okay.
This is why Hartley doesn't go first. I do know better.
So you also
Out of character,
you have
Jay,
not been
I'm
able
going
to find you can't find. Hartley has gotten you guys so lost that you can't find the appropriate way back.
I will try.
Okay.
It's a shame because that's actually one of my better rolls. For better
I know.
stat combination.
Fucking Annie Oakley, Jesus.
Apparently tracked in part of my skills.
I can do everything that I was not trained for.
Well, she has a control of 12, so
Well, that is also true.
But she's a con of
she's just
1.
1 point. Yeah, but she's only 1 point shy of Jen. It's better than the 50% chance that Darby there has.
Okay, so let me add to the momentum pool. Okay, so I will say that in grand total, it took you about 3.5 hours to get back to the mouth of the cave from where you guys picked up Proc and his friends. By the time you get to the cave, or to the cave entrance, outside, it is a complete whiteout condition. At which point, Proc says that the storm has found you. And we will leave it off here for next week.
Okie dokie.
So, I will go ahead and play the outro music, and then we can just chill out if you guys want to.
Good night, everyone. And you should learn.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Right.